They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. They find some open field here.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. To throw, Bridgewater. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Flush to his right. And shedding a man at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Watkins, 39 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd down, Gordon once more.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Eluding the pressure right.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And it's caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this.
Denver offense at the line ready to go. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. Come on. Mike 56. Mike.
From the gun, Bridgewater. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater.
That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They'll run it with Williams. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a 1st down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Going deep here for Watkins.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Bridgewater.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Bridgewater now. And Gordon's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Throwing is Bridgewater.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play. Time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Williams again.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Here's Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the Broncos have broken the tie. McManus's point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Jackson now. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle there to make the grab.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out.
Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player having that type of a day because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd down and 7.
Gordon fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play, he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Baltimore.